What's up, everybody? It's the Amish. So, I was gonna play some guitar. I think maybe on my next stream I might be set up to play a little bit of guitar. I'm gonna have the show start in 10 minutes like normal. And I do want to make sure my audio is coming through. And it sounds like it is. So, I think that my notifications aren't going through again. A lot of people said they didn't get my notifications, so I don't know what's going on with all of that. How's everybody doing though? Hopefully all well. Hopefully all well. I got a really interesting video. It's not going to be like long today, but it's a really awesome show. Hey, Kate. Kate says, only just saw it after you started. Yeah, I don't. They do so much nonsense. They they do everything they can to try and stop people from like saying anything. If I got on here and did a whole bunch of like mindless stuff, you know, a whole bunch of like weird conspiratorial nonsense, they would be putting it out all over the place. So I think I'm going to play guitar for like maybe the first 10 minutes or so on my next stream. I just have to set all of it up. I actually purchased a few new things for it to make it a little bit easier for me to set up in here. And I had to get a rack for a camera. Because believe it or not, I really don't take pictures of myself. And I really just don't upload them and snap them 250 times a day like most of society. I might have one picture of myself on my phone. It's amazing how conceited everyone is. Okay, it says, don't worry, it only took me 4 attempts earlier at making a comment, which would stay up on another creator's channel. Yeah, they're getting more and more censorious. Yep. They went back and put on all of my videos to hold all comments. I'm like, what? I always go in personally and uncheck that. And I logged back on recently and all of them are checked. So it's kind of weird. Show starts in 5 more minutes, guys. What's up? What's up? On a plane, on a boat, on a plane, it's still flat. So I always log in and I look at some of just these nonsensical headlines here. Oh God. This is so insane. People are so weird. Look at this. It's Sam Bankman. Sam Bankman fried to jail. They caught him. He's fried. The Bankman. I really don't know what his hairstyle is. What is that considered? It is flat. It is flat indeed. I don't know what that hairstyle is considered. I would call it almost like a fro. I wouldn't call it an afro, but I'd call it a fro. Oh, this guy. A bizarre death hoax. Look at this nonsense. This is what people see every day. This little Tay? Little Tay? Stupid brat. Little Tay confirmed she's still alive. Thank God. I don't know if you all were really, really, really stressed out like I was. Okay, but oh man, I am so happy that little Tay is alive. And just look at her in this picture holding a stack of money like it's a phone. We could learn so much from this individual. Oh, that would have been a national tragedy. Oh man. So yeah, she's alive. Everybody can breathe. Unless you believe in space, then you would die from suffocation. However, we can have our cake and eat it too. So she's alive. Like, this is news. Insider, Time, Today. Like, this is news. This is news. That should be enough. So they're also banning assault weapons, I've been seeing. I don't really know what an assault weapon is. I suppose an assault weapon, like, I don't know if you guys have this at your houses and stuff. I have regular knives and I also have assault knives. Now, I could use a regular knife as an assault knife. Yeah, but it's not categorized as an assault knife. So it's not subjected to bans. See what I'm saying? Because it's not, I mean, yeah, you know, it's a knife, it's sharp. You could assault someone with it, but, you know, that's kind of what I thought all weapons would be considered an assault weapon if it can be used for assault. Not that they're used for assault, they're actually protection weapons. I don't really know much about this, but this is really, really. I think I read about this a little bit earlier. I was going to do a show on it, but I was like, I don't. This was earlier this week. They found that this is constitutional. See, the Illinois State Supreme Court found a strict assault weapons ban passed after the Highland Park shooting to be constitutional. Yeah, because in the Constitution, everybody, right? It says it shall not be infringed on. Therefore, banning it is constitutional because a man is a woman and a woman is a man. We got 2 minutes until we start, everyone. And thank you all for joining, by the way. We got some people in here. Who's in here? Speak. Text. I don't bite that hard. It's fine. Kate says anything can be an assault weapon, even a rolling pin or a frying pan. Frying pans are dangerous. There's a lot of deaths by frying pans. No, I'm being serious. There's a lot of deaths by frying pans. I'm serious. If you guys think I'm joking, I'm legit. It only becomes an assault weapon when used for an assault. Exactly. So this is what the American people have been reduced to, allowing, this is a constitutional republic that we live in, right? And I really don't understand how it says it shall not be infringed, and then they infringe on it. And they find it constitutional because this is a constitutional republic. I mean, is this absolute insanity or what? I guess people are going to sit back and just lose all of their rights. Well, these people are going to come for every single person. They are going to come for you. And it's going to be so ridiculous when they get their hands on you. On a plane says, I'm in Glasgow. Holy crap. That's far. So only knives and baseball bats. Well, thank you. I appreciate you checking me out. From South Africa. Hey. All right. So South Africa, by the way, you guys probably already know, but I've been trying to put a lot of, it's 10 minutes, by the way, but give me one more minute. I want to say this. There's a lot of racism apparently going on in South Africa with some of the people there are trying to take land away from farmers, I guess, that are just white farmers, and they're trying to start a race war. Absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. Everywhere that they can. So there was also a couple assassinations. Ecuador, is that right? Ecuador, the president was assassinated, or was it kidnapped? I think he was kidnapped. Oh, he might have been assassinated. Oh, a candidate actually running. Hey, Amish, is it true that one time someone in the chat thought you were a transgender? I don't think so. I'm transgender, like on South Park. Like when Cartman needed to get into the bathroom and he's like, all right, screw it. And just put that little flower in his hair and went into the bathroom, told everybody in the girls' bathroom, told everybody, shut up, I'm transgender. Yeah, that's what I identify as. Like, I think I'm going to start identifying as the king of the world too, since like Bill Gates and them are doing it. I might as well get in on that crap while it's hot. I have no clue. I have no clue, truth. People are weird, bro. I'm transgender. All of us are. Hey, Rez. I gotta go get the lattice. I always crack up every time that I go and do some trading with some of the Amish groups that I work with, because some of the kids are out there in the field and stuff, and some of them were showing me some stuff, and every time I pull in there, I'm like, hey, what's up? And it's like another kid, and I'm like, hey, where's Dan? Is Dan around? He's like, he's down the lane. He's down the lane. Truth is officially a bookshelf. No, I will tell you what happened in chat. I did mention bookshelf, but is it a equal opportunity bookshelf? Truth, we're all about equity here, and I'm not going to pull up the definition of it because it you know why. No, I think it was Nathan Oakley that said he identifies. He identifies. He is a overweight Black transgender. I say transgender now. I say that to people. That's why I'm having a hard time saying transgender. He's an overweight Black transgender. I think he said lesbian. Nathan Oakley is insane. I love that dude. All right, guys, let's get into it. You guys want some fun here? I wanted to bring this up because this is it's pretty amazing. So I did a video of this, and I decided not to release it. I was like, I'm just going to cover it on a live. So how about we have some fun with this real quick, and then I'm going to get to the other stuff. So this is Vsauce. I seen this a while ago, but I seen it not too like recently. I hadn't heard anybody actually say anything about this, but I want you guys to check this out. This video is called "Is the Earth Actually Flat?" Look at this insanity, okay?
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
Can you guys, with or without the books? Yeah, because, and depending on the type of books that's on there too. Know what I mean? It's a pretty serious thing. You can't just identify as a bookshelf without taking into consideration other people's feelings. Truth. How extremist of you. Can you guys hear this, by the way? If you can't hear it, let me know.
In 2003, researchers did the measurements and found that Kansas is, in fact, literally flatter than a pancake. Of course,
which is impossible for any place on Earth to actually be flat and still keep its circular geometry.
Of course, the Earth is not flat. The Earth is round.
So flat map wrapped around a ball, same as what NASA
Otherwise,
does.
travelers would be falling off the edge all the time.
False. Where would the water actually come from? Would it be pumped up and just endlessly flowing off the edge. Where's the water go? Just nonsense.
Right? Wrong. If the Earth was not a ball shape, but was instead a flat disk, like this plate, well, with the right density and thickness, living in the middle could feel pretty normal. But as you moved toward the edge, gravity on a disk...
So, this is insane. Truth says with the books. So, the Earth is spinning in this picture. See what I'm saying? This is what I was talking about the upward rising Earthers. You don't want any motion on here because with motion, it changes a lot of things. And, you know, as Nathan Oakley said about the upward rising Earthers, I think he said, what about the clouds?
Earth would slightly skew, pushing at a greater and greater angle back toward the center.
False.
My friend Nick from Yeti Dynamics put together this great simulation. The person and buildings obviously aren't to scale, but check out how such increasingly diagonal gravity would work. Although this is a flat disk, it would feel to a runner headed toward the edge like they were
on a plate says, the edge of water makes comets. I know.
Fighting to climb up a steeper and steeper hill. The building foundations behind the runner reflect how you would have to build structures close.
So does this make any sense to anybody right there? I mean, look at this nonsense. The buildings are all sideways or something because there's a force that's being asserted with the spinning of something, which we already found doesn't happen, right? Until you get to this edge here, and then all of a sudden all that force that holds you down goes away. See, right here, you'll be able to relax. Kate says, if the Earth is rising up, why do the leaves fall from trees? And what force is pushing the Earth upwards? I would ask Dell, but fear I would be ejected quicker than I could ask the question. Probably. It's like, what are the clouds doing? Well, here's the funny thing, right? Keep in mind, this video is 8 years ago. Okay, keep in mind this, right? Truth says he added a disc when no one claims that except the flat Earth society. Exactly.
Instead of falling off into space, you'd be.
But guess what else the flat Earth society claims? Watch this.
Able to relax. It would be a nice, level place.
Does that even make any kind of sense?
Neglects the fact that such a planet shape would be impossible. Anything as massive as the Earth, shaped like a flat disk, would, under its own gravity, naturally collapse back into a ball.
All right. Gravity is not a force. It's a conceptual medium of a bending of a conceptual medium, like space, time. That is literally what is in Einstein's relativity. So he's thinking gravity holds something down. No, he's thinking Newtonian gravity. He's 300 years out of date with all of this fake nonsense.
This is why in outer space, everything more than...
And now he's talking about a place that's a violation of the second law of thermodynamics, which doesn't even exist. See, you see what I mean? This is something real big that I'm going to be doing a documentary on. Okay. Dunning-Kruger. If we can figure out how to get people to stop with their Dunning-Kruger, I think we can change the world in one day. If we can find the cause of Dunning-Kruger and actually fix it, because these people believe that they are the smartest people in the world, and they're neglecting any information or research, including Max Egan. Gravity is just a theory, like all theories, yet to be proved beyond a shadow of a doubt. Exactly. Well, and the whole point of it, they really don't even have any kind of legitimate theory. It's just a regular theory, and that's been already proven as far as relative density and buoyancy.
Than a few hundred miles in diameter is round. Or so we've been told. What if gravity isn't real?
Uh-oh.
What if the Earth is in fact flat?
Oh my God.
And science has been wrong all along?
That's it. That's it right there. So listen, you guys, this guy has never said anything more true than those last couple sentences there. So I assure you, the rest of this, it goes downhill from there. My dinner plate forms into a globe if I don't put them away.
It's a misconception that Christopher Columbus discovered that the Earth is round.
Look at his hand sign right there.
So you think you know Wix.
Dude,
do you really?
Come on, bro.
First up, we've got shake.
Nobody cares.
Virtually every scholar and major religion in the West accepted Earth's rotundity since at least the time of the ancient Greeks, who, for instance, had noticed that boats disappear bottom first.
All right, the bottom first thing. As we already said, that is perspective, angular resolution, and diffraction limits. It's just how far you're able to see. And when you use instruments, you can zoom in and see even further. Hence, the black swan. That is the death of the globe. Whether you like it or you don't. You're not supposed to look from 1 foot off the ground and see 10 miles, further than 10 miles. That's not supposed to happen. And as all the globers would say, at best, you've debunked the radius of Earth. Oh, do you know what that means? That means that everything that they have calculated with is completely wrong. It's way bigger than people know. It's way bigger. Way bigger.
When sailing away, and as you walk north and south, stars pop into and out of view. The misconception that only a few hundred years ago, lots and lots of people believed the Earth was flat.
Yeah, they did, and they knew it was.
Likely began in the modern era as a sort of insult. Your people recently thought the Earth was flat, so why should we believe you now? The smear was repeated and published so often it became accepted as historical fact. Flat earther became synonymous with anti-science.
All right, so you guys understand why I tell people what science is? This is why. All right. Study of the physical and natural world, not man-made. The physical and natural through observation and experimentation. We all have to adhere to that, and we will destroy them. That they used pseudoscience to flip it around and call us anti-science. That's exactly what they did. They hijacked it.
It might seem flat over short distances, but over longer ones, well, the Earth is pretty darn curvy. The Verrazano Narrows Bridge connecting Staten Island and Brooklyn had to be designed with Earth's roundness in mind. It's two towers separated by 1,300 meters.
Look at this short distance. We've done long distance measurements. Look at this bridge, how the bridge goes up to a point. You can see the difference between this flat water line right here, right? And this is curving upward. This may be on a 90-degree angle. Possibly not. This clearly isn't under a 90-degree angle. These bridges only go up so that these boats can go underneath of them. Otherwise, they would keep this bridge completely level, straight across. Everybody knows this. This tower right here is leaning back. He's talking about the tops of this tower. Listen how stupid this is. Hey, Gumnut, how are you? Thank you for joining.
And perfectly vertical are nonetheless 41 millimeters further apart at the top than at the bottom.
So what's that mean?
Because of Earth's curvature.
No.
In the 3rd century BC, Eratosthenes measured the differences between shadows cast by poles in Syene and
does he say those names like that on purpose?
Alexandria to calculate, more than 2,000 years before rockets and space travel, the circumference of the entire globular Earth, with, for the time, impressive accuracy. Word got around that the Earth was a round shape after that. But in 1906, Wilbur Glenn Balava became head of a slightly bizarre religious sect that pretty much ran the city of Zion.
So were you guys around for some of my live streams on this guy? We went back into the newspapers. It's called Breaking the Matrix. If you guys want to check it out, I need a few more watch hours. So if you guys are new and you haven't seen any of, in order for me to actually get my channel out there and possibly wake some more people up. But if you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I went over the newspapers from a long time ago, over 100 years ago, with this guy. He was calling people out back then. So this part's really good. Dude, the thing says, I just watched half of the interview with Eric and Amish. Just realized your acronym is inappropriate. Yeah, I said it was ASPS. Amish Space Station. And then somebody said something about it. And I'm like, all right. Well, if they want to make me ASS, that's fine. Yeah. He showed perfectly level water. I don't get. Yeah. The bridge. So he's measuring the bridge. The bridge is bending. The bridge is bending because Earth is curved. instead of actually just going straight across the water. Oh God. All right, check this. Check this.
In Illinois. Voliva believed that the Earth was
Hey,
actually flat, and he enforced flat Earth teachings in schools in Zion.
Facts. That's the way
He
it's supposed to
also
be.
enforced that belief on really anyone who entered
Enter the city. Look, 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 look. No one except a low-down scoundrel, a person lower than the dirtiest dog. Yes, lower down than a skunk would call the earth a globe in Zion City. I don't know if that's real or not, but I am gonna put that. I'm gonna make a billboard and I'm gonna put that out. I don't care how much money it costs. I'm gonna do it. You guys like that? I love that. Like, it's so true. It's so true. But not just Zion City, anywhere. You know what I mean? No one except a low-down scoundrel, the person lower than the dirtiest dog. Amish SS. You know, that has a ring to it. But I don't know if I could do that either because people don't even understand World War II. Oh, God. They were like, that's that guy. That's that guy. Only thing he's missing is that little crap mustache in the middle underneath his nose. But this is awesome. Lower down than a skunk would ever call the earth a globe. I agree. You have to be that at that point.
entered the city. Voliva believed not only that the Earth was flat, but that the sun was only a few thousand miles away from
Probably
Earth,
is.
not 93 million.
As Nathan Oakley would say, any distance to the evidence of the sun, talking about 93 million miles. Real quick on a segue, you guys know I decided to sit down and actually watch that stupid Ad Astra with Brad Pitt, that stupid movie. Oh my God, I want my life back. I seen a rating on that and it was like 0.3 out of 10. I kid you not. I even screenshot it on my phone. Like this dude is supposedly going to the fake Neptune and then back to Earth, where he's traveling like 27 billion miles in a suit. It's so stupid. It's the dumbest thing that I've ever seen. I'm like, okay, so yeah, you just traveled 27 billion miles within a year. I mean, whoever put that stupid and apparently people had bases on the moon. So they were out there running around their little stupid golf carts, shooting at each other, starting wars, you know? And in a way, I feel like, yeah, that's a flat earth proof because they probably would be trying to start wars in space if they actually went. So that's actually a flat earth proof because that's not going on now.
He also believed that the sun was only 32 miles across, not 860,000.
Maybe.
He sounds crazy. Or does he?
Oh, God.
You see, the same phenomenon Eratosthenes measured could be explained by a flat Earth if the sun were only a few thousand miles away and 32 miles across.
Okay, so why this is redundant information. If the same thing can be done on a flat surface, doesn't that destroy this little fake non-scientific experiment?
The math would work out the same. Today, with the power of the internet, modern-day flat earthers have picked up.
There's the Flat Earth Society, by the way. I told you guys it's coming up. Dude, the thing says controlled op ATS forum on YouTube. YouTube channel has ATS forum YouTube channel has videos on space wars. Really? Oh God, shoot me! I don't even think I want to see that. I'll spaz out. I don't want people calling me a.
Up where Voliva left off. They have quite good explanations for any evidence you throw at them that the Earth is round. Circumnavigation is really just a flat circle path.
Facts.
The round shadow Earth casts on the moon during a lunar eclipse could also be made by a flat disk.
False.
Time zones are caused by a spotlight sun. And remember how gravity would be totally different on a disc-shaped planet?
There's no gravity.
Well, they are.
If you're talking about the magnetism isn't gravity. Magnetism is not gravity. And people need to actually stop acting like it is. It has a name, just like the whole ether situation. It's air. No, it's not air because air is air.
argue that gravity as we know it simply doesn't exist.
Gravity.
The flat disk of Earth is merely accelerating
There
up
it is.
at 9.8 meters per second.
Upward rising Earth. This is over 8 years ago from the Flat Earth Society. I think that proves that Dell is trying to turn into controlled opposition if he doesn't retract his nonsense statements. Okay? Over 8 years ago. Now, all of a sudden, I got to do videos on this nonsense, debunking all this stupidity. Okay? Look at all this. I'm just looking at a portion of all the proceeds go to Alzheimer's research. What needs to be researched about Alzheimer's? It's a complication of aluminum in the brain. What has aluminum in it? Oh, a lot of the things that they were giving people to put underneath in their shoulder, much intramuscularly, has some of that aluminum stuff in it. What else has aluminum in it? The fries at McDonald's, the salt on the fries has aluminum in it. You guys know that? Aluminum salt. Okay. People are eating aluminums and soft metals out of sodas and everything here. We're bathing ourselves in strontium, barium, and aluminum on a daily basis. Meanwhile, shooting it to us inside. Okay. I got to say it like that so I don't get hit. Because apparently YouTube, they'll let you go. You know, I was on here going crazy back when the whole fake pandemic thing was going on. And I was like, just going crazy, showing people a whole bunch of stuff on germ theory and stuff. And, you know, later on, YouTube's like, no, we're deleting this. We're going to give you a strike. We're going to shut you up. They'll come after you like a year later. You know, they're still messing with me now. Dude, the thing says incoherent electric static acceleration seems like a plausible theory to the layman like me. What do you think about that, Amish? I'm not, look, I don't think anything with the rising Earth makes any sense whatsoever. It's like Nathan Oakley says about the clouds and other things like that. It's, there's no way to actually see. The reason why I don't even get into it is because there's no way to legitimately actually measure movement on the Earth. See what I'm saying? There's no way for anyone to do an experiment with that. So when everybody says the Earth is stationary, it's because that's the way we observe it. So when you do real science, what's your observation? Observe a natural phenomenon. What's the natural phenomenon in a scientific method? It would be Earth not moving. See what I'm saying? It's not that we're claiming in any of that. Know what I mean? Dude, the thing says strontium is a trace mineral according to nutrition science, but it is toxic in high levels. Truth says flat doesn't mean disc. Exactly. They think it's some kind of disc. What's up with them in a disc? Everything has to be either a basketball or a frisbee. It can't just be what it is. It has to be, something they can reify. Reification fallacies. Power says the middle one looks like it says 1109. Oh, you guys are in a conversation. Probably has to be organic strontium, though. I have no clue. I'm not a professional in destroying people's lives. I'm not a professional in life destruction, so I can't. And electrostatics, I'm not 100% sure about electrostatics and stuff, to be honest. And I've never really talked about electrostatic acceleration or anything. I've seen some of. I don't like doing anything that tries to describe anything, because maths describe and science explains. You know what I mean? So I just stick with more of the science stuff and less of the math, because I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that can be broken down to a really crazy level, but everybody gets lost in the weeds too far when it gets too deep, and it becomes counterintuitive. You got to remember, people don't know if they're a boy or a girl. You know, you got to remember, people now are just mouthing videos, like guys are walking around pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like saying that, women are not going to own pregnancy. You're not going to own pregnancy. Okay. Men can have that too. You know what I mean? Like, guys are you're dealing with the dumbest people in the world. So when we actually go to break down like strontium versus organic strontium versus, these people aren't even close. You mentioned electrostatic, and they're like, "What's that mean? Does that mean that you stick a fork into the outlet in your house while you're standing on a carpet barefoot? Is that how you do the electrostatic thing? You know what I mean? That's the level of stupidity that you're dealing with out here. So explaining it further in depth is pointless. That's why I keep it with science and the scientific method. So all this nonsense that people want to bring, like if somebody comes up to me with an argument about electrostatic or something, what's the observed phenomena? I break it down. And if it fails, the hypothesis, it's not science. And they can do what they want and they can come up with their own theories. But when the problem is when they make my life part of it. You know what I mean? Kate says, I have my doubts on some of the flat earth community, some who appear to go so far yet no further. Yeah, no names. But as Lenin said, the best way to control the opposition is to lead it yourself and to be the opposition. Correct. That dude was pretty resilient, wasn't he? How many strokes did it take to get him out of here? Evil bastards. Wouldn't the stars move up and down as the moves up? Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that would actually be part of that. The clouds, as Nathan Oakley would say, and also stuff falling down to the earth. Is everything going up? I mean, it's so weird that people would just come out with that. Like, there's no movement on Earth. There's none. There's absolutely none. There's no reason for people to think that or believe it. I mean, it's just not. You know what I mean? But some people want to take their cake and eat it too, plain. So it's like, oh no, everything that we know, the known universe, is all encapsulated in some kind of a dome, and we're moving up at the same time. So that means everything, including the sun, the moon, the stars, the air, the cloud. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. I can't make a claim about it. Oh, okay. Electrostatic. Yeah. I've heard some people talk about it a little bit, but I don't think we need theories. I think we need some evidence. Truth says Earth moving is only an unsubstantiated claim. It's not experienced by anyone. It is useful to have theories. Yeah, to a certain degree, but people let them run wild with them. When people say theories, it needs to be theories. Like, there's theoretical sciences. It's like, what? Theoretical physicists? What? Like, that's not science. It's like if you're out in space, right? You're out in space. Second law of thermodynamics violation. If you fart hard enough, is that going to push you forward? See, that's theoretical physics, because that's what happens if you have an equal opposite force here on Earth. So you're just taking it somewhere and applying it to a medium somewhere else. So if theoretical physicist is, oh yeah, on Mars, it would be 20 times the gravity you feel here, so your body would feel heavy. No, you're just comparing Mars to Earth, as well as begging the question fallacies and many other things that I'm not even going to get into. But it's just like, wow. Kate says, it all can be broken down into more and more sections. Then how can there be any cohesive opposition to globe Earth? I'm wary of why pushing certain theories at this moment in time just as more see truth. Yeah. We can't have the theories. If we have too many theories, we're screwed. It's over.
As for all of the photos and video evidence we now have,
false, admitted by NASA,
that the Earth is round thanks to space.
False, thanks to space exploration, which no one has actually been, because space cannot exist. Otherwise, our air would fill the available volume. Why does this have to be a magical thing with these people? They pump air into their tires all the time, and they get holes in their tires. They know how this works. They know how high energy, who's a low energy. Somebody said this dude has 3 clocks. That's what showed you he's a legit crazy person.
Exploration, well, all of that material is completely fabricated. A hoax perpetrated by Big Globe. Space agencies, airlines, globe manufacturers, they are reaping the rewards of our ignorant belief that the Earth is actually round.
See how he keeps throwing these truths in the middle of this? This is provable. They even admit it.
They know, of course, that it's flat, and they're hiding that truth from us. Is it merely a coincidence? that the logo used by the Flat Earth Society is a projection of Earth centered on the North Pole and also happens to be the projection used by the United Nations?
Really?
Dr. Drew and my wife Susan here. We want to show you something.
You probably seen this
doctor,
guy all over your feed claiming
fake
the cutting
doctor. That's what you are, fake doctor.
Are these people for
You're one of those doctors I put in my song. Great Reset doctors. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. I just think he's a psychopath. Occam's razor.
real? Probably not most of them. But this is the crux of Poe's law.
Oh God.
An adage that states
And the second law of thermodynamics that you're ignoring while trying to push your own law.
that at their extremes, parody of extremism and sincere extremism are difficult to distinguish. Although clever, flat Earth theories are predominantly ad hoc explanations, excuses made up on the spot that only address one issue and don't fit all the evidence. Science, of course, rejects a theory if a better one fits more of our observations.
Observations. Here it is right here.
But why the
observations? You see how he didn't say experimentations? Because it's observations. They have telescopes. They look up in the sky, and then they tell you that there's a magical planet out there that has clouds and storms on it, and there's volcanoes, and it's 100 million, billion, trillion miles away because they can see it. That's why. It's no experiment proving it. The definition of science, again, for everyone, study of the physical and natural world through observation and experimentation. Not one or the other. What's going on? You have to have both in order for it to be science. Duke Nukem. What's up? What's up? I'm on the road, but I'm listening. Welcome, my friend. And thank you for joining. Be safe on the road. Scribbles. Good to see you as well, friend. Hope you're doing well.
Egotistical obsession with our observations. A cosmic ray particle could use the very same scientific method we use and conclude that the Earth was in fact flat. You see, at speeds near the speed of light, time.
Here we go. Now here's the kicker. I hope you guys are ready for this. At speeds near the speed of light. You ready for this? This is about to be good.
Time slows down and lengths contract.
See? And that explains why Matthew McConaughey was 70 years younger than his daughter in that stupid wreck of a film. Once he went around this stupid planet too close to that gravity around that planet. Know what I mean? That cost him like 80 years on Earth. See, they describe gravity as the direction. See, gravity is the direction at which time moves more slowly. They're smoking that good stuff.
One way we know this is that unstable muons created in the upper atmosphere by the collision of cosmic rays with the atmosphere should mostly decay before reaching Earth's surface. But yet, we detect a lot of them down here because their crazy fast speed literally means that from our perspective, their physics runs according to a slower clock. And
so what's the one-way speed of light? Anybody know?
To them, the distance they have to cover to the surface during their short lives is, from their perspective, much, much shorter than it appears to us. If you were a cosmic ray proton traveling...
All right, here we go. Reification. Listen, is anybody in here a cosmic ray photon? Proton? Is anybody in here one? I used to be one in my past life, so I can relate to everything he's saying right now. On a Plane says, I can zoom in on the sun with my P900, and it's 93 million miles away. Ain't that crazy? That's what I'm saying. Those P900s are, they're like telescopes, It also gives people the idea that light travels forever. It's amazing how stupid they get. See, this is where the stupid stuff comes in. A cosmic ray proton. I could literally break that down to it being an oxymoron. A cosmic... We know what the problem with cosmology is, right? It's a fake science to begin with. It's nothing but observations. Array, oh God, here we go. Quantum mechanics, right? And proton, here we go. So I guess now we got wavicles. Wavicles. This is a wavicle.
At 99.9999999.
Cosmic ray protons. Now, rays now identify as a cosmic proton, allegedly. Look at that. Look at that. 666.666.
9991% the speed of light, Earth would appear to be only 17 meters thick in the direction you traveled.
Told you. It's the direction you travel. I didn't even watch this video up until this point. I already knew this because when I was actually like, before I knew about flat Earth and any kind of science, I was always wondering, like, so gravity is what? The direction that time moves more slowly? I'm like, how do we, so do we set up a clock? How do we judge the time? And I'm up here trying to figure out this nonsense, and it made me feel like I was stupid. Then I realized, wait a second, this is absolute insanity. No wonder. A clock is not time. Oh, how is the speed of light measured? Listen, truth listener, listen, okay? We don't have to tell you how it was measured. Just know they did some science stuff, all right? God, you're always trying to crash the party with your exact science experiment crap, okay? We know what the speed of light is because we developed it, okay? It works in the math, okay? It works in the math, truth listener. It works in the math. That's what you don't understand. It works in the math. The math. I can't talk. I'm sorry. Cryptic, what's up? Hey. On my way into work, want to say hi. What's up, man? Okay, look. I'm going to put up a post to everybody that can hear this, okay? Everybody on here. I want to put up a post, and I want to know what would be a good time zone for me to do some shows where everybody can be on at the same time. Just in general, I just want to know what everybody's timeline would actually look like when I make the poll. And you know, because I kind of want to accommodate a lot of people and pack out some of the shows, but I know it's late for some people, and I do electrical engineering most of the time, but I just want to get an idea, you know what I mean, of everybody's timeline. On a plane says the UK. Yeah, so you're like seven hours ahead of me.
So Earth is flat to them, but round to us.
So I guess we are. I'm going to state this publicly. I identify as a cosmic ray proton because to the cosmic ray proton, the width of Earth is only this is flat, but to us it's round. So I guess that makes me a cosmic ray proton because when I look out my window, I can clearly see that it's flat. Cryptic says, did you see that they saw so deep into space that they know that carbon was created just 1 billion years after the Big Bang? Like, how do you know that far away from the finish line if you can't see the finish line? Cryptic is called science. Rune says, what's up? 2328 in Denmark. Okay. So when you look into space, you're looking back into time. Yeah, they said that that you were they said that that these explosions and stuff happened billions of years ago. Like that stuff was making me stupid. They actually helped me find flat Earth because I thought it was so crazy that after that I was like, this can't be true. And my friend was like, dude, please don't tell me you're turned into one of those flat Earth guys. I said, what? Flat Earth? What are you talking about? He said, yeah, it's everywhere. I said, people think the Earth is flat? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what? So I got intrigued after that. And that's when I started going down there trying to figure it out. Ever tried an ad blocker? I have. I got a uBlock. Yeah, I might. Light is an instant based on any experiment and observation I've ever seen done. And it's a photon. It's a particle. Not gonna stream this. Offended by cosmic protons over here. Look, I'm a cosmic proton, okay? I'm actually a non-binary cosmic proton. You're not going to get me mixed up with this thing he has here. You see that it's colored white right here, right? So it's not inclusive to everyone. So this is not the same type of cosmic ray proton that I am. And I find it offensive. So you can find me offensive, non-constremist, and I find this offensive. That way we're all unhappy. I I identify as being 65 and retired, still waiting for my government paycheck. Scribble. Now we see so far back in time. We're only a few billion years away from the beginning. Yeah, we're practically there.
It is ball-shaped to some observers and flat to others.
369, look at that.
There doesn't appear to be a single most correctest in all circumstances answer. Susan Hack compares knowledge to a crossword puzzle.
Here we go.
New answers interweave with old ones. They all reinforce one another. The clues are the questions we ask, and the way the answers fall into a predetermined grid, well, that's our confidence that we're on the right track. But that doesn't mean that one day there will be a finished puzzle, a complete answer. Recall the New York Times.
Okay, when you start a crossword puzzle, it will be a finished crossword puzzle. Is that clear enough for everybody to understand? That when you non-constremist says white protons are the worst. 65 and retired. Kate said, good luck on that, Scribbles. I think most of the money's in the back pocket or G-string of some Ukrainian porn star. Probably. Oh, gosh. On a Plane says, is it a wave or particle? Light is a particle. All things are particles. Everything is a particle. Everything is a particle. We like the idea of it, like the photoelectric effect shows that it's a particle. There's been a lot of things actually proven, the quantum eraser experiment and all that. So it's all particles. Everything is particles. Everything.
Times famous 1996 crossword puzzle that came out the day before the U.S. election between Bill Clinton and Bob Dole. The clue for 39 across was pretty crazy. You seemed to need to be able to tell the future to answer it correctly.
Really?
It simply said, lead story in tomorrow's newspaper. Blank elected. Well, that blank could be Clinton.
Yeah.
Or Bob Dole. And who's to say which one until tomorrow?
Okay. See how people reify stuff? You see this? It could be, they made that on purpose. He doesn't understand. He said there's no clear answer. Yeah, it's not a clear answer because they made this crossword puzzle so that both answers are actually correct because one of them will be the president, right? Either Dole or Clinton. I mean, am I stupid? I'm trying to understand. Okay, so it came out before the election, and they made it so that no matter what you wrote there, it was right. So, you know. Actually, now hold on. I think I see something.
Correctly. It simply said, lead story in tomorrow's newspaper. Blank elected. Well, that blank could be Clinton.
Sewing shop. Showing a sewing shop purchase. Yarn is what you would get at a sewing shop. Short writings, bits. $35. Okay. Let me focus on these two. Check it out.
Or Bob Dole.
Dole. Yard. BIOS. Yard. Sewing shop purchase. Doesn't really, yard to me doesn't make sense. So yeah, everybody probably knew that Clinton was going to win. So I think people actually aren't even paying attention to what people are even saying in some of this. Truth says, I remember hearing that time is faster in space. Yeah. It's being in awe by it. I feel stupid now. No, No, honestly, I thought it was amazing. But like I said, it started getting really sinister in space. They started saying that asteroids were going to come down and kill us all, and it became a place of nothing but hostility. Even if it was actually real, I wouldn't ever go up there. That would be crazy. Quantum, I'm reading, sorry. Quantum bubbling foam. Richard Dawkins. God. Some people, though, they do need to stay out of the quantum mechanic.
And who's to say which one until tomorrow? There's no way to know. But as it turned out, the answer was Clinton or Bob Dole. No matter which you wrote in, all the other clues fit. For instance, a black Halloween animal could either be a cat or a bat. Our knowledge about the outside world might be the same. A puzzle with no answer key, just the reassurance that the answers we think we know fit together. So they're probably correct. Though there's always the
so that means that nothing can ever be explained by any of your fake science. Does this
possibility that the answer to one clue or all of them will fundamentally not.
Oh, a tsunami is what would happen in a wave. I'm trying to, yes, it's particles acting as a wave. What you would get is if somebody threw a stone at you, that's a particle. It would hit in one direct spot. If someone throws a bucket of water on you, that would be what a wave would do. Therefore, when we have wave function collapse, all right, Plane, you understand? When we have wave function collapse, imagine I throw water on you, and all of a sudden, that water that spreads all out over your body completely disappears and goes into one particular spot on your face or something. That's wave function collapse. You can't have wave function collapse and still have it be a wave. It's all particles. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want to let that go. A tsunami is an ocean wave, yeah. But that is what a wave would be, like a wave of water. Yeah. However, particles, water is particles.
Not have a single definite satisfying answer. The puzzle may be playable forever.
It's not.
I like what Richard Feynman says about this.
Here we go.
Some people say, how can you live without knowing? I do not know what they mean.
Here we go.
I always live without knowing. That is easy. How you get to know is what I want to know. You know?
No, I don't know. The quantum eraser experiment and the delayed choice, quantum eraser delayed choice, that actually proved that there has to be a knower, because knowing which path that the light photons take changes the pattern and collapses the diffraction pattern. Wave function collapse. There has to be a knower, which means it actually proves that there is an existence of a creator, because we can only exist because there is a knower. That's why that experiment is the greatest experiment in the history of mankind. That's why. And that's why most people have no idea what the quantum eraser experiment actually is. That's why. They don't tell you. And they lie about it and say it's because it's observed. No, it's knowledge of which path. There has to be a knower. That's how you know. Remember on my last stream, I was explaining that if me and one other person was riding out and we're the only two people that know of a island, that if we crash our car and we don't make it out of that, right? That island wouldn't have to be there if the only knowledge of that island is gone. There has to be a knower in order for us to exist. The quantum mechanic experiment actually proves it. But I always thought you guys would like that. He also mentioned the upward rising earth in there. This is 8 years ago, and that was directly from the Flat Earth Society. So anybody spouting that upward rising earth is directly from the Flat Earth Society and needs to cease and assist. Because this is how they make fools out of people when they do this. Scribble says, how about that drug that makes you hallucinate for 10 minutes, but yet people have lived whole lives and then had to be institutionalized because he just spent 20 years having a wife and kids, then wake up. They made sure that clock was more visible. Yeah. God, it is weird. Yeah, I remember being terrified of a meteorite hitting Earth and ending it. Every lie they push seems to cause fear if you're not educated properly. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So check this out. Doe says quantitatively, a tsunami is just a bunch of particles. Qualitative, qualitat. I can't say that. Qualitatively, is that how you say that? They are a wave, or maybe it was the other way around. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They're all together, giving you a wave type of reaction. I have no clue. I understand what you mean from quantitative and qualitative. I do understand that, but I'm not certain about that. Everything is just particles, and a wave has certain like in spectroscopy and stuff, how gases and stuff. Everything has a certain way that it reacts with matter and stuff like that in general. Like even light and stuff like that being like photons, like the quantum leap and trying to look out into space, like astronomical spectroscopy. Not just completely impossible to actually do. You don't even know what's between you and however far you're claiming to look. Cryptic says, I think there are things about light we do not know about. You live off light, but not in the weirdo breathian way. But when you eat food, you are eating photosynthesis. Yeah, I think light reacts and has a lot of properties. But the main thing about that, the way that they categorize it is they try and categorize it as either a wave or a particle. And through the research I've done now and watching a lot of Quantum Eraser's lectures and his science presentations, he actually shows the links to some of the greatest physicists ever. Even Einstein to a certain degree debunking himself. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of them that probably should have had Nobel prizes. And is that more clocks? My God. What? But I'm just thinking, it just hit me. I'm just like, dude, there's more clocks. Those other clocks were at his bed. God. Dude, the thing says Eric Dubé has a video on breatherism. Biology of Belief. It is an article on Atlantean conspiracy. It's Eric Dubé's. Yeah. Eric Dubé's loaded with stuff, dude. I actually just looked at his website again today, and it's just it's so much. It's so much. Shout out to Eric Dubé, though. I think Eric Dubé actually shared my my zombie music, my song, Zombie. I think he shared that. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. That is crazy, man. I love just having some support, and thank all of you, everyone who's been on here and sees it. I appreciate the shares and stuff. I know a lot of you have been sharing some of the stuff I've done on Facebook and everything, so I really appreciate that. I will get kicked off Facebook if I get on, because I'm just going to argue. I already know. But let me see what else we got lined up here. I wanted to talk about some of these 15-minute cities, by the way. You guys know about a lot of that stuff. There's a couple things I want to talk about. Ken, what's up? Ken says, Alex Jones says NASA is real. Does Alex Jones tell only lies? Disinformation agents mix truth with lies. That's why they are so effective. Yeah, I agree. That is what they do. To me, because I've come to a completely different realization of what these people are actually doing, I think everything he says is a lie. And when I mean by that, I don't mean that literally. I mean it figuratively almost. Like if he's talking about, did they censor Donald Trump? Okay. Yeah, they deleted his Twitter and censored him. Okay. Donald Trump is still in on it with them. So was that a lie that they censored him? Who cares? Technically, yeah, you're playing a side. Did they really censor him? No, they probably just pulled it down because he's in on it with them. You guys understand my reasoning behind this? So when did somebody do this with the election or that? No, they did what they were going to do because it's all nonsensical fakeness anyway. So did they present it as it being stolen? Yeah. Did it really get stolen? No, I think it was handed off. So is that a lie? Technically, yeah. Right. So you see what I mean? Breatharian. Thank you. Cryptic. I'm having trouble with one of my monitors, and that's my monitor I'm actually looking with you guys on. I'm gonna see if I can fix it. I really have a hard time seeing. I don't know why. It's been driving me crazy. So yeah, I understand that though. It's not that everything he says is, but what he's doing now, they're trying to bring out the fake aliens. You know what I mean? So he's doing a lot more damage than good, like getting sued, for $1 billion, like, and then saying that the whole court case was fake. Why are you showing up for it then? If it's not a real court case, why are you showing up for it? He's playing the game. Alex Jones is playing the game. And I can't deal with millionaires, multimillionaires like him playing games. I really can't. Yeah. And Doe says Eric Dubé calls them shills all the time. Alex and David Icke, he quotes them constantly in his videos. Because here's the thing, David Icke is actually a legitimate type of truther in a way. Like he says some legit truth, and he has some nice, but he still plays the game a little bit. But I think he's more truthful than Alex Jones, but he still plays the game. And Flat Earth is outside the realm of what David Icke is probably willing to do. I might ask him, see if I can interview him, and see if I can actually put him on. But he's going to be hard to put on YouTube, because like I said, he's telling people the truth. He's, how are they testing for something that's a test that's not really a test, testing for anything that's not even isolated? Boom, bam, another shot at YouTube, meaning it doesn't really exist. All these people that were sick, where were you sick from? Psychopathy. You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean? But I do understand. I'm not saying so when I say all that stuff, Power says rigged since the beginning, 100 exactly. I'm not trying to say that everything someone says is, don't take me so literal whenever I say that stuff. I'm not literal like that. I'm saying that even if it appears to be true. So say something happens and somebody gets taken out. Did they actually die? Epstein, let's take him for example. Is he dead? Do you actually know? No, you don't. Is it believed to be that he's dead? Yeah. So if I come on here and I say Epstein got killed, technically I'm correct. However, none of us can verify that he actually is dead. He's one of the richest people in the world. You're going to have a hard time actually taking him out. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, he's connected with tons of people. I mean, it doesn't matter what the official facts are. It's like, was there a big thing that made people sick and killed millions of people, or whatever, in 2020? I could say, yeah, which technically, if you look it up, technically that's correct. However, it's completely wrong. It's completely false. You know what I mean? Did they sink the Titanic? Yeah, not really. They actually sank the Olympic. So, is it right? Yeah. Is it wrong? Yeah. It's at the same time. You know what I mean? So that's why I say that. I'm not trying to say, oh, he said everything he said is wrong. No, don't quote me on that 100% like that. I don't mean it that way. I mean that just because they say that it's something doesn't necessarily mean that that's the way it played out. Like World War II. You know what I mean? The books that were burned in World War II was all sexology, pornography, stuff like that. That was burned, as well as all of the un-German books. Books that were un-German were deemed to be dangerous, and it was burned in 1930 33. So, hey, is there anything wrong with that? No. Is there stuff wrong with that now? Yeah, because loving your nation and loving your German people, loving the German people, which I do personally, that is nationalism, and it's horrible. See what I'm saying? So in a way, they're telling you the truth that Hitler and them were nationalists and cared about their nation. That's all they wanted to care about was their nation. See what I'm saying? That's why they were into fighting on how many fronts, because they only wanted to care about their nation. See what I'm saying? Therefore, if you only care about your nation, you're like Hitler. Now, is that correct? Possibly. Is it incorrect? Yeah. See what I mean? That's what I mean. This is not a black and white situation. This isn't a just mixing truth with lies. See what I'm saying? Like Russell Brand. Russell Brand's on here, and this is my last example. Russell Brand is on here saying that everybody is making money, and they use this and use that in order to make money, right? Russell Brand is correct, but that wasn't necessarily the purpose of what happened in 2020. See what I mean? So people got to understand that. Just because something is technically right doesn't make it right. You know? Is punching someone bad? Yeah. Is defending yourself and punching someone bad? No, I guess in self-defense. But actually, yeah, you punched him. Didn't matter he was punching you still punched him. But now that we changed the context, now it's okay. No. Technically, no. Know what I mean? I remember Ike when he was saying that he was the son of God and that, yeah, I seen all that. I did videos. So that's why I do want to tell you guys, I did videos on all this. So if you guys are bored sometime, please check out some of my old videos. My old lives and stuff. Pretty good. Cryptic says there is a Space Force by my mother-in-law's house, which is off the coast of Cape Cod. And there's crazy stuff flying around at night. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, but you know, like I said, is that what you're seeing? Are you actually seeing like Morpheus in the Matrix? You know, is that you think that's air you're breathing? Is that actually stuff you're seeing flying around, or is it holographic? You know what I mean? It looks real. Technically, it could be there, or it could be a hologram and not there at the same exact time. Trump has ties with the mafia, which is intertwined with the CIA. Ken says, before you hand wave upward Earth, Ken, upward Earth is hand waved already, bro. It's upward. You got to rewatch the stream. I showed some here, right here. This is from 8 years ago. He's mentioning, this is for Ken so he can see it. I don't know if he was in here during that time, but right here.
As we know it simply doesn't exist. The flat disk of Earth is merely accelerating up at 9.8 meters per second.
That's from the Flat Earth Society. That's 8 years ago. So if you're asking me now, this was already, this has been out for a very long time. And this is directly off the Flat Earth Society. So anybody saying that is completely disinformation. Are they controlled opposition? I don't know. But are they disinformation? 100%. Somebody's leaving. Good night. Good night. Thank you for joining, by the way. Not trying to cause drama. I'm just here to expose shills and evildoers. Agreed. But I always had a problem with Ike. He jacked his job, but still managed a really nice living as a conspiracy theorist. Yeah. I like I said, David Ike won't say anything. I'd like to have him on here and interview him. And I would like to say, hey, I just want to know, what do you think about Flat Earth? Do you think that it's insane? And I would let him talk. I want to know what he has to say. You know, and I think people have to realize that there is a lot of stuff. Hey, Steven, what's up? Mark Sargent, controlled opposition, 100%. But yeah, this is Upward Rising Earth like 8 years ago, right here. You can see it on screen. This is complete different disinformation from Flat Earth Society. 100%. So, real quick, everybody. I've been on here for about an hour 15. So 15-minute cities. I see some disturbing things coming up in our future. I'd love to know what you guys think. If they decide to try and lock us down again, that's probably going to be an issue. That's going to be a legit problem. because I think that people allowed some of it the first time, but I'm wondering how many people in America are actually going to allow themselves to be locked down again.
What if it could be different? What if we could create a new normal where we reclaim our time, our health and well-being?
Food, medicine, education and leisure, all within a 15-minute walk or cycle. The idea of 15-minute cities has spread to Paris, Melbourne and South Korea, attracted by the promise of lower car use and a better quality of life. But it's also become the focus of conspiracies that travel outside these neighbourhoods would be restricted, a sort of climate lockdown.
But thanks to COVID and COVID lockdowns, the truth was revealed that we're all apparently clamoring for these 15-minute cities.
Creepy local authority bureau.
So they literally said, and there's videos of people blocking people overseas in the UK from even getting to some of these places, by the way. They're literally blocking people, saying that they're not allowed to enter these places. You see what I mean? And the World Economic Forum, which is also another topic I wanted to talk about here, has already said that we might be able to... Sorry, hold on. I got something going on here. Okay, sorry. The World Economic Forum said that they're able to enforce the same type of thing. You know, COVID opened up a way for them to enforce more stricter or radical, I think was the word he said, sorry, radical ways of handling climate. What they were saying right then, okay, was they can impose climate lockdowns and actually shut us down. I'm not shutting down for no climate stuff. This whole climate change thing, they're probably going to end up censoring me if I go on here and start talking about climate change. They might not
see your entire...
Sorry, they might not censor me right now, but I guarantee you. What's up? Nathan Oakley is in the building. What's up, man? I'm so happy, by the way, that you completely destroyed this stupid notion of upward rising Earth and these stupid baseless claims that do not follow the scientific method under any circumstance and are invalid hypotheses. It was elegantly shown by your entire panel, which continuously destroys people. So shout out to Nathan Oakley, by the way. That was absolutely brilliant. I can't believe people are recycling the upward rising Earth nonsense again. It's absolutely horrible. It's horrible. I think people end up just talking themselves into a hole. And it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Craziest thing I've ever seen. Hey, David Banner. What's up? What's up? Somebody called Tardy Banner. More people than you think would lock down because people suck after they worship men. Maybe not over the shot, but maybe over something else. Yeah, they will. They will, 100%. They will, 100%. Yeah, Nathan Oakley's been killing it, man. Killing it. Like, honestly, I love actually just being able to destroy these guys with science. And after learning so much from Nathan and Quantum Eraser, Sleeping Warrior, by the way, I haven't seen Sleeping Warrior in a while. But I've been learning an insane amount. I've been able to completely dismantle people. You know, even in normal conversations. I had one guy at my job that was talking, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we used to, you know, we did scientific work, you know, when we were developing rockets and I said, that's not science." No, it's science. No, it's not science. That's engineering. It's mechanics and engineering. No. We incorporate lift and rise. Like I said, it's not science. He started turning red in the face. And I'm like, yeah, dude, like stop your nonsense. Stop thinking that you know, just because you see something, everything is observational and nobody does any more experiments. You know, I literally had a fight with a couple guys on here because of the upward rising Earth situation. Like, we're not even going to go down that road. We're not. We're just not. We're not. It's absolute insanity. So I think some of Dell's guys probably got angry at me. But it's like, hey, we can't do it. People think children can change sex and mutilate themselves because of the science. Exactly. Right. Demons in white coats. Yeah, because they have no clue what actual science is. They have no clue. They have no actual clue. Everything that they do fails the first step of the scientific method. Know what I mean? TV tells them what to believe, so they believe. How dare we question the TV truths? So basically, Nathan said, don't touch your face. I wasn't scratching my nose. So by the way, everybody, I'm going to be seeing if I can come on maybe on my next stream. I'm going to play a little bit of guitar in the beginning. And I just have to resituate my camera and stuff. And should be good. I was telling everybody earlier, I don't actually, I got one picture of myself on my phone. I don't take pictures of myself every day like these guys on all these little apps and stuff. So also to go along with this, you guys know about all these food plants that's been burning up. So I think a lot of people need to prepare because I don't really know what's going to happen with this election. And I'm really, really concerned about what they're planning for next year. I mean, I'm really concerned this year, but I am going to say that I think next year is going to be really psychopathic on multiple levels. I really, really do. So I'm very sorry that I cannot remember exactly who was assassinated and stuff. But like I said, I can't prove that they were assassinated, but they're starting unrest in Ecuador. And where's the other place? Oh, God, dude, I cannot believe I can't remember that. But that's also another possible side that they want to take here because they're rounding up the sides of people. Apparently some man actually so-called threatened. He got angry and threatened the and like I said, all this stuff could be all fake, or regardless of if it's fake, I'm talking about the reaction that's happening from it. I'm not saying that it's real. Some man actually said the threat to the United president, and the next thing you know, the FBI raided his house, flashbanged him, and all this other nonsense, and killed him. But I seen Johnny Depp actually threaten to kill the other president. And how many people threatened to kill the other president? A whole bunch of people threatened to kill a president. I mean, literally, I did a compilation of all the people threatening to kill him. So they're trying to say that they're able to do that on our on one side, and then they're not able to do it on the other side. See what I'm saying? So it's really trying to set this unrest up. So you really got to be 100% prepared, because I know for a fact that they're gonna roll some nonsense out. And travel restrictions has been starting to get in place. So I got guys that actually travel around to different locations, and they do different. I do different work outside of here. Some of it I wish I could upload on here and just show it, but it's a lot of work. I mean, I pretty much have like 3 jobs, so I can't. Now, I'm not going to make excuses for it. I might just be lazy. Cryptic says, if you read Jonas Salk, Survival of the Wisest, I cannot see on this monitor, sorry. You will know why they do this crap. He is the father of the polio. Yeah. They believe they are furthering evolution. What's evolution? The nature of them, right, to do this gives them the right to do this to the dumb masses. Exactly. Speaking of evolution, Nathan Oakley and them destroy that in one fell swoop. You know, what's the definition? Kate Emma says, yep, looks like they want to recreate a famine. Yeah. Starvation is their preferred method of genocide. It's agonizing. Know what I mean? So they're passing all these bills, by the way, all the gun bans, right at the same time that you got the president on his fake trial. I to this day, I'm still trying to find out, because I'm not on either side because they're both fake. But I just want to figure out, what exactly illegal thing did this president actually do? And why exactly is he even in court? Because I could have swore I've seen a whole bunch of pornographic material with the other guy that's in offices now and his son while the crack was flowing around. So I'm trying to understand what exactly. I talked to a lot of people, and then some people say, that he said he wants to kill all the black people. I'm like, I didn't hear him say he wanted to kill all the black people here, but apparently other people heard him say that shit. You know what I mean? And other people said that he is against the China virus thing, and said that it was all, blah, blah, blah. And I said, I don't remember him saying that. I thought he said he was the father, Operation Warp Speed. I thought he actually rolled out all of these doses to give to us. I thought he did that. Since when did he say it wasn't real? I didn't know that. Does anybody know? Anybody know? Can anybody tell me what he actually did? I actually don't watch any of that nonsense, because it's did he have an affair with some porn star? Is that illegal? Like Kennedy and Clinton and them? I'm trying to understand why a porn star would have so much sway over the president of the United States. I'm trying to get it, but I can't wrap my head around it. I'm like, what exactly did he do? Does anybody know? I don't know. I have no clue. I don't remember anything illegal that he actually did. He had some papers at his home that every president apparently had papers in their home. I asked people, what did he do? No one is able to answer. We're done. Kate says, I've seen some footage that resembles the aftermath of Frisco 1906 quake, where they had dynamite in the buildings and chain off the fronts. No toilets, bath, fridges in the homes, look mostly empty. Yeah, a lot of the older homes and things then, they didn't have a lot of bathrooms or any of that. Some weird stuff. But I don't even know if those were quakes, because I've been going back doing like some legit history from the Civil War here in America. I'm gonna tell you what, none of that is by those fake, stupid cannons that they claim are real, that we have already proven beyond the shadow of a doubt cannot be used in that way. But that's a topic for another time, especially about the cannons. Scribble says it's the third horse, and then the fourth is automatic. Creepy Joe. David, what you mean? You wouldn't let your little girl go say hi to the president? All he wants to do is squeeze her little cheeks. Squeeze her little cheeks. God. Whoa. Psycho. Hey, what's up? I'm the... Is that how you say your name? Welcome back. Thank you for joining. So yeah, all that's going on all at the same time. Someone asked me, what is going on in Hawaii? Did you guys like how I spelled dues? You guys like that? D-O-O.
The Department of Defense spends about $1 billion annually.
Come on, David. Listen. Look now. Come on. He can't be that bad. Oh, David, I found out. Shout out to David Banner, by the way. I've been checking out your stuff. I think that you go on at like 4 a.m. for me. I mean, it might be 3 a.m. actually for me. Because I want to check out your show. Hey, Lynn. And I'd love to get on there one day. And if you're free some evening, just give me a comment, and I can bring you on here, David says, what's your take on the... All right, look, David, I'm going to get right at that. Because I'm going to announce it here. And listen, I don't want anybody taking my idea. This is mine, okay? I'm being serious. No, I'm not even going to announce it on here, because you guys are going to take it. And look, I need to make some money. And, I'm going to make some money on it. So I'm not going to tell you, but I am going to tell you about the alien.
Developing directed energy weapons, such as high-energy lasers and high-powered microwaves.
Actually, I want to talk about that right now. I want to talk about that alien stuff right now. Direct energy weapons. Damages a target. So these are legit. That was my whole point of this. But okay. Giant green goblin-like aliens with yellow eyes. The face peelers. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do it. I can't do it. The body snatchers, the skin walkers, right? The face peelers. Revenge. Okay, all right, guys. Look. No. I'm okay. Look, I'm sorry. Let me apologize, everyone. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do because I'm actually going to do it, and I'm going to do a video showing it for all of you to see after this. Okay, like I'm actually gonna do it, but I'm not going to announce it here because I'm actually going to do it. Okay. But if I did announce it here, you all would get such a big laugh on it. But I'm not. It's going to be better if I just do the video. You know, I hate ruining surprises. But no, I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you here. But look at this nonsense. So this is a real serious thing. So people are really show the aliens. Hold on, bro. They can't show the aliens now. You know this. Like the other thing that happened, those aliens in those guys' backyard. And then finally, when the cops went in the backyard, they blacked out the footage. They decided to show them blacking out the footage. Just like those people on the news that get their faces blurred out. They're witnesses and they got their faces blurred out. What the hell is that? Why would you have your face blurred out on the news? Are you kidding me? God, psychopaths, man. So these face peelers, they're dangerous. So my take on this is, look, you guys, look, lock your windows, lock your doors. If they pull this alien hoax off, oh God, if they do this alien thing, I'm going to lose my crap. I'm going to lose it. Face peelers. Are you kidding me? This is going to be worse than the other thing that didn't happen that many millions of people think did. Billions of people think that it happened. It didn't really happen at all. So this is going to be serious. We're going to actually have to defend ourselves against people if they actually start saying the aliens are coming down here attacking us. Because if we walk around here out in the street saying that it's fake, people are going to probably get really violent with us. They're going to get super violent. I understand they got violent during the fake thing that happened that didn't happen. Oh, and Kate, you should drop me a link to that, by the way. Can you drop me a link to that, Kate? Can you find that and put it in chat? I don't even know if I can. Can I even link it in chat? If you can, let me know. That would be awesome. I'd like to look at it. David said it's ridiculous. It's so crazy. It's so psychopathic. Like, are they just not? Are they not? Look at this. Honestly, I have long COVID. I have COVID fatigue. I gotta be careful saying that on here. I have the fatigue because I'm very tired of this crap and it's pissing me off that I really don't want them to do this alien agenda thing. Because before I was like, bro, I was like, people are too smart for this. I was like, people are way too smart to fall for this. And then 2020 happened and I was like, oh damn, bro, if they say aliens are here, people are gonna go crazy. Like, you know, one dude was talking to me about aliens at my job, and I started shaking my head at him, like smiling, and he's like, "What?" Because he was like, "The aliens are like, you know, I've seen aliens that actually look like this, and people don't realize it, but those type of aliens are different." I'm like, "Dude, you're actually talking to me about aliens like they're real." So let me say this about this: this alien situation is dangerous because all of a sudden, nobody has proof that this thing is even real. And if it is, they don't even know the origin of it. And they're automatically, all the people that believe into the nonsense of religion, they're like, oh, these are fallen angels and stuff. Now, listen, hold on a sec. So Stephen mentioned it right now. Stephen says Lucifer is the god of the ages. Aliens are just fallen angels. Listen, hold on a sec. On that, you must be one of them flat earthers if you don't believe in aliens. Well, luckily, flat earth has actually helped us just discard belief. Now we don't have any beliefs because we all just take proofs. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're still wearing the mask. Here's the thing. I don't think that this thing is real. And if I ask someone to prove it, they can't. Therefore, whenever people say that they're fallen angels, I say they're not real. No one has any fallen angels to actually show me to prove that they exist. So I don't want a lot of the Christian community or religious community saying that these are fallen angels or demonic spirits, even if it comes from Aleister Crowley. I don't want any of that. I want these things to say, I'd like to stay in the field of they do not exist. We will not comply. We will not follow it. When they say that they're here and they put their little fake motherships down, okay, I'm going to throw a rock at one of them, showing the rock go right through that little holographic projector nonsense. And if it doesn't, okay, that gives me freedom to handle it in different forms. Okay. These things aren't real. They never will be real. I will never admit that they're real. An alien could come here and slap me in the face, right? I mean, you know what would happen to it if it did. However, hypothetically say I was completely paralyzed and it slapped me in the face and something would still probably happen to it. However, my point, I would still come here and say that it's fake, because if you buy into this at all, we are done. They will completely lock us down, and that'll give them military force to go around and say, we need to check your house for somebody who could be an alien hiding among you. There's so many angles that they could pull with this if they start showing ships or other light shows, or really take it serious and promote it on the news every single day. Just remember 2020. Every day they had it up there like it was like you were watching a a gladiator game. Okay, here's how many deaths we got here. Here's Maximus. You know what I mean? Here's how many kills he has here. Here's how many deaths we got here. Now we're up 250,000 new cases, 655 more cases, 1,255,000 presumed new cases. Oh God. Oh God. We don't want that again. I refuse. I'm not dealing with it. I'm gonna go around just yelling at people, like straight up screaming, like making it a big deal. Like, yo, you're an idiot. You know what I mean? Because if they actually pull this off, we are screwed, because everybody around you will believe it. David says massive distraction that subtly brainwashes you, pushing outer space, globes, multiverses, nonsense, multiverse travel, and etc. Exactly. That's all it is. It's all it is. Yeah, that's kind of what it's going to be. It's going to be the alien Maximus versus me. Biggest, thickest. You're making me want to go watch this stupid movie. Oh God, I want to go watch that now. Actually, you can't laugh at him, can you? You can't laugh at him. You can't laugh at him, bro. You can't laugh at him. It's the biggest, thickest. Who's laughing? Who's laughing? Oh man. So yeah. This is the biggest threat to us right now. That says, are you not entertained? I have had it with this. So it's also good to see a lot of people also, everybody, I just want to let everybody know, people are taking the initiative. I think they're knocking over some of those little robots that are walking around for people to put their trash in. You know what I mean? They don't have them here where I'm at. They better not. Of course, I would keep it clean. You know. I'm just saying. So, one of the last topics I wanted to mention real quick. Apparently, there is some fire happening in Hawaii.
A piece of paradise lost. charred remains on Maui after terrifying flames burned through the iconic Hawaiian island.
Fires were starting to spread in different areas.
You know,
so you were safe.
Thousands scrambled for shelter.
Look at them. Look. He comes up there and starts talking, and then it just goes right out. Like they don't even put his audio on here. This is on WBNS.
As flames roared through residential neighborhoods.
This was a home.
Historic Lahaina, once the capital of the Hawaiian Kingdom, incinerated. The flames were fueled by strong winds from Hurricane Dora. The storm passing well.
Isn't that weird? Strong winds from a hurricane is fanning flames of a fire. That's what they're doing with us right now. That's what they're doing with us right now. They are playing games with us, and people are sitting back allowing it. Whenever I bring up that they have weather patterns going back to 1891, people want to look at me like I got 3 heads. What is so outrageous? The military, like I put in Faces of Evil, the military is here for you and me. Your military, wherever you are in your nation, is here for you. They are there to be mobilized against you. They're not there to protect you from me, because I don't have a problem with anyone in any other nation, including China or Russia. I have a problem with some of their leaders, but I do not have a problem with people in China or Russia or Ukraine, okay? Or any of these places. David says there's people out there saying the same, there's people out there saying they're the same aliens as what Phil Schneider faced underground. Yeah. You know, I used to watch a lot of Secure Team. That little bastard said, "Oh no, I'm getting censored over here." He gets hundreds of thousands of views. Literally, I watched his views go up on one of his releases, and he gets hundreds of thousands of views an hour. And he's up here talking about, like, I'm getting censored here. It should be billions of people. And from his perspective, he's probably right, where it should be billions. You know what I mean? Absolutely crazy. So yeah, he did a lot of I seen a lot of old videos and a lot of stuff from people who say they seen, you know, Robert Lazar, Dr. Stephen Greer. You know, I really like Dr. Greer because I thought it was awesome. But they start getting up there. See, now I understand how stupid that they are. No, but hold on. Before I talk about Stephen Greer, Secure Team, I used to watch every day when he was uploading. And believe it or not, he was actually a person that was like, hey, did they use a weapon on these people in Cuba? Is that why people had brain damage all of a sudden? And everyone in this building was damaged? And I said, oh, yeah. So you might be... You might be speaking truth. Now it's all alien, otherworldly, alien. Also, Lions Ground exposed him and put up his 911 call where he was beating his wife and got arrested. So also, Lions Ground also went through and showed that Tyler from Secure Team, he actually he did it on video. He actually slowed down his voice and changed his voice. And when he changed his voice, he acted like he was an insider exposing fake aliens. You know what I mean? But Dr. Stephen Greer was saying, I have no clue how to say your name, but what's up? Welcome. Schlominger. Thank you for joining, my friend. All right, Cryptic. Thank you for joining, man. And leave me a comment if you can. Let me know what time works for you throughout the day. I will put up a post. Hopefully everybody can see it. Yeah. There's flooding, a lot of flooding in China as well. Yeah. But those people are used to their government killing them, so it's all good. Honestly, they need to decide what they want to do. They are either going to be killed or they're going to not. It's up to them.
South of the Hawaiian Islands.
We're still trying to assess the amount of damage, but the road to
this is what's happening right now.
From Richie Olston's helicopter, a smoky view.
I thought that they were going to have smoke constantly, but they keep bouncing back and forth between new strains of something that whatever, right? That's not even there, but is, but isn't. And climate. But these climate lockdowns and all these fires have some serious implications. And people are being ran out of their communities, losing their home and everything in it. Know what I mean?
Of the scope of destruction. According to officials, nearly 300 structures burned to the ground.
Well, I've flown on Maui for 52 years. I've never seen anything 1/100th as the devastation there.
Okay, I don't think I can even watch this because all that cutting out is
people who really rule you. Most of them are faceless bureaucrats.
Facts. Those are the same pieces of footage. They keep flashing the same stuff over and over again. So this is also a technique. The reason I wanted to bring it up, this is a technique that they can use to take away people's lives, their homes, their land, and everything else. A lot of people don't know this, but all right. I think I'm back. Was that David? David's getting me. He's getting me shut down. Damn you, David Banner. I'm very sorry about that. I don't understand. When in doubt, blame Banner. Venezuela has faceless diplomats. Sorry about that, everybody. All right. So it seems like between them trying to, it's actually space debris up here that's happening. It's space weather, solar winds. Yeah, that stuff. It's real sciencey. You wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand it. It's complicated. It's not for the Gentiles. God, let me stop, bro. That's why. That's probably why. that's why my stream keeps going out. Just drops like, yeah, we got you bastard, huh? It's sciencey stuff. So this is a serious situation that they got going on with this. I really think that they're gonna what's up, Max? I think that they're gonna keep this stuff going. But between this and like the fires and the flooding, the whole climate agenda, the eating of the bugs, you know what I mean? Between all of these things, it's like, which direction. I think I had asked Eric Dubé when I was talking to him, and I was asking, what did he think the next plan is? And he kind of agreed with me because it's so much. I have no clue. I don't know what they're going to end up doing. To be honest with you, I have no clue, because they can take it any way that they want, whether it's starting up another war, whether it's starting up a civil war right here. You know what I mean? Everything is just all coming to a head. They could start a civil war here. They could start World War III if they want. They could actually lock us down for climate. Like Bill Gates said, he said, "Oh, the next one, will get attention that time," is what he said. So, is it going to be another sickness that's not really sickness going around? You know what I mean? It's hard. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. I've been trying to prepare for all these things, but meanwhile, you got all that going on. It's almost every day that I hear something's on fire or something's burning down. Somebody's doing some kind of mass bang bang event. Somebody is getting deleted. Somebody is censored online. Somebody is getting assassinated every single day. And for some particular reason, a lot of people think that that is able to be sustained out for long periods of time when it's not. Schlominger says, is that the billionaire part of Hawaii? I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. I don't even need to see footage of this anymore, because anytime there is an event, you know who I blame. Because they have the ability to cloud seed and they have the ability to produce rainfall. If they want to put this out, they need to do that. If they don't want to put it out, all right, Playing, thank you for joining, my friend. If they don't want to put this out, they won't. And that's kind of the way it is. And I see it. I see it for the way it is. They can stop this instantly. Exactly. They are arsonists. Kate says, look like the cult are priming another viral scam, pushing the old bird one at the moment. So wouldn't like to say the cult wouldn't use it and use it sooner than we realize. Max says, I have been there, stayed in the east of the area, Fairmont, maybe 10 miles east. Nice beaches to the west. This village is tourist. It is tourist heavy. One of my guys who's I would put him at a millionaire status. He visits that part that's on fire. So he was talking about he used to go into the he showed some of the restaurants and it was burned to the ground and everything. Hey, Tom Buddha. Hey. And so yeah, it is a tourist spot. I don't know if it's a rich spot that's on fire, but it is tourist spots. But yeah, people were caught starting some of these fires and everything. And to be honest with you, I think there is a way to solve all this and to put an end to it, but people have to take it serious. People have to take it serious. It's like you can do anything to the human being and they let it go. They locked everyone down in their homes, choked the crap out of them in stores, made them cover up their face, got them sick, killed them, stroke, heart attack, etc. Okay, and people still sat back and did what? They're not angry. They're just letting it go. And that's why I feel like now's the time to turn up the heat and never let them forget what they did to us these past couple years and seek justice for it. You know what I mean? Because it's outrageous. Yeah, Tom says it was a tourist town. I'm not allowed to go to San Diego. They would kill me there. All right, everyone. Well, I'm not going to keep everybody on a nice Friday, by the way. I just wanted to come on and show about the just to catch up a little bit. I think I might do another stream later this weekend if I can get all set up. Maybe not. If not, it'll be next week. And I do want to see if I can catch David Banner. Shout out to his show. And also, I think I'm gonna play some guitar or do a little bit of music in the beginning. Because I always start my shows maybe 10 minutes in. You know what I mean? And then I start the show off a little bit. So I might actually play a little bit of guitar and do some stuff on camera. I gotta set up my camera. I don't take pictures of myself. I don't really do a lot of that stuff. So it's really difficult for me to go through so much work trying to figure out how to set up some tripods and set things up to where it's really difficult. It is. I hate taking pictures of myself and setting up cameras. It's really weird. But I do want to set it up and play some guitar and chat with you all some more stuff. But I had like a full house in here tonight on a Friday. So I want to thank everybody, by the way, for your time, as this being the most it's the most important research. It's the most important resource in the world. Max Smith says, "Can I give a shout out to a good true crime channel?" Certainly. What do you got? I'm reading your comments. In the UK, I think it's like 7 hours later than me. So what's that? It's like 6. It's probably almost midnight over there. Also, by the way, I have After Effects and stuff, and I did a lot of special effects and things. And I've discovered that all these little filters that they have now are so dangerous. Like, there's almost no point. 12:37. Yeah, it's midnight. Oh my God. You guys are staying up late, dude. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. I hope everybody enjoyed the I'm going to try and get on here. I might do some shows on the weekend and see if I can do them like 4 hours earlier. So it'll probably be 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock over in the UK, because I do want to still chat with some guys, just come on here. Whoever wants to come on and have a chat with me. I do got a couple guys. Scribbles, if you want to come on here sometime, let me know. You know what I mean? We can chat about whatever. You know what I mean? Just come on here and chat about some stuff. I'd like to hear everybody's perspectives on things. Government could send beams of light to cause a fire. There's video footage of laser beams. Yeah. That's why I say I don't need anymore. When I look at this stuff, I know what it is. You know how I know? Because this follows an agenda. If there's a flood, that follows the agenda. If a food plant's, coming down, that follows an agenda, right? Hey, Scribbles, I've been talking for 2 hours, man. If a food plant burns down, I know that's part of what they said they're going to do. If a wildfire breaks out in on top of the ocean, I know that's what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter what it is. Right. I'm to the point now where I watch them kill by democide over these past years. A lot of my family members have had strokes, heart attacks, and many, many other things. Okay. And I've watched what they do. So when I see this, I know what the truth is. All right, David. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you for joining. And whether it makes sense or doesn't make sense at this point, as far as I'm concerned, that's exactly it. You know what I mean? That's exactly it. Yeah. I seen the helicopter. That was starting to fire. Yeah, they had a flamethrower on it. They're trying to say that they were trying to burn some of the trees ahead of the fire in the path it was taking. So that way, when it reached the trees that was on fire, somehow that makes sense, and it would cause the fire to go out. That makes sense? Retards. They actually did that same stupid thing in the fire of where was that place? This was back when I was doing research into Tartaria. It was a fire that got started by a cow and burned the whole freaking city down. You guys know what I'm talking about? And what they did, they said they had fire departments going around burning stuff. Anybody know? Offended by good streams. Well, thank you, sir. And I'm sorry. Fire that burned city down caused by cow in barn. Does that sound right? Chicago. That's it. Hey, I wouldn't care if they left that crap burned down anyway. That makes sense, doesn't it? Government equals crap. Very sus, ain't it? What's up, my friend? Good to see you. This is the Great Chicago Fire. A farm animal was accused of kicking over a lantern and starting the... I bet you that farm animal actually escaped with their life. I bet you only people died. And from that moment on, that's why we started eating burgers. God. Kicking over a lantern starting the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. The fire, despite its humble origins in a barn, was ferocious. It destroyed 3.5 square miles of the city and left 120 people dead and thousands more homeless. Yeah, I try and tell people, we got to get like Klaus Schwab and them. Give up your farms. You're killing us. California Fire Department. Is that right? He's one of the top fire behavior analysis in the state. Holy crap. It's not bad. Yeah. Animal arsonists. Yeah. How stupid do they think people are? I mean, I know people are dumb. Yeah. It's time now. Like, honestly, that could be a movie. When cows fight back. This is it. This will put Sharknado out of business, bro. That's how stupid people are. They're to the point now where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna watch a freaking tornado in the ocean that sends killer sharks down to kill people. Like, anybody giving their mind to that, I have very little hope for the future. Peshtigo fire in Wisconsin was started the same day, much larger. Yep. They're just going to keep doing that. Yeah. Look, bro, you're giving away part 2. Cows fighting back is part 1. See, that's why I didn't share that thing with y'all earlier about the alien thing. Okay, I'm gonna do a video for y'all because y'all would take my idea because you're already letting the cat out of the bag. You know what I mean? That's part 2, where they're trying to stop a nuclear methane explosion. You know what I mean? So they're fighting up against the cows that are fought back. Cows fought back. They won in the first movie. See what I'm saying? You're giving away too much, man. Look, we got to keep it under wraps. You know, like that, that new movie they got out now and that they were holding for years about child trafficking. And guess what? They didn't say anything about the people running the country doing it. Ain't that crazy? I guess it was just the cartels. Don't worry. London was raised in 1666, right? You know, I'm curious. I'm gonna do a stream on it one day. If we all survive long enough. I want to Cowgate. You guys better stop now. I can't deal with that. That's part 3. We can milk that for at least, pun intended. We can milk that at least for 6 movies. All we got to do, you guys listening, okay? If you guys are in with this, send me, let's hook up on a mass email. You understand? All right. All we got to do is put some woke stuff in there. Okay. Make sure one of the cows is not black and white, but rainbow colored. We can make money on Netflix. All right. You guys are letting money opportunities pass you by. All right. Get a freaking rainbow cow. Oh God, we're done. We got a three-part movie. Come on. It's got the plot. It's real dumb. You got the transgenders in it. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? The only people that the cows didn't fight back against were the people with pride flags. We're in there. You guys think I'm joking. Well, like I was saying, I got After Effects on here. I actually am almost done a film that I'm shooting on Flat Earth. If anybody's been in here, I think Scribbles was in here for a long time since I started. I might have mentioned everybody a while back that I was filming a Flat Earth film, a horror film. And I didn't want to give away the plot of it. You're thinking, wait, a Flat Earth horror film? What? It's really good. I've been doing this for a long time. And it is legit. The audio is sounding amazing. And for the most part, it's in post. So, however, I might have to edit a few things now because now we got to be real careful of what we say on here because they'll ban it. So, oh, okay. Scribbles might have been under a different name. I got you. All good. Through intake. This is it. We can do it. Who dropped the MC Tune? Oh, is MC Tune the villain? MC Tune and Fight the Fat Girth are the two main villains. And what ends up happening in the first movie, we take them out. Okay, they're the main villains, but they get taken out after the first 10 minutes of the film by a cow blowing their house up. Okay, that's a hint for the third film. Okay, it's not enough carbon emissions in the first film. You guys see what I'm saying? This is it. No. I don't think I told people what the what the film is about, but the film actually is about me getting an actress, okay, to agree to do the film with me, okay? And slowly, I'm actually going to wake her up to Flat Earth. I'm the villain in the film. And she is going to be slowly waking up to Flat Earth in real life, where I take a legitimate globe actress, okay, and expose them on camera as part of the plot of the film to this type of information. So she actually will be contemplating reality and did. By the way, everybody, she is a flat earther. So trust me, this film is absolutely amazing. But some of the truth in the film will be banned on YouTube. So that's the issue, is that they'll give me a strike. So, I got to update my film as much as YouTube updates their terms of service. Ironic, isn't it? Can't deal with it. So that's part of the plot. However, there's a major, major twist that I'm not going to tell you right now. I'm not giving it to you. I'm not going to give it to you. Okay. But it's really good. So I actually film her in the film the whole time. And it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I had a lot of fun. So, and it was also a big risk too, but it turned out to be legit. It was really hard though to take a lot of the footage out and slim it down to a decent length film. The Koberger case, I'm not sure about that. What is that? Killing 4 University of Idaho students. They filed a motion. I didn't hear about all that. Yeah, the moon landing crap is absolute dog. That was one of the things that I put into the film, is I actually showed them the moon landing footage for the first time. So you guys actually get to see a legitimate person turning into a flat earther. But it's so good. You guys have no idea. I wish I could tell you. So you're wondering where the special effects come from. Trust me, it starts getting ridiculous. See, and the science fiction fake crap of it is the fake stuff, and the real stuff is the real stuff. So I kind of flipped it, like how they do on movies, where they put the real stuff, in movies. This is the opposite of that, where the fake stuff looks like the real stuff, and then the real stuff is but it's amazing. It's amazing. Let me stop talking about it. Stop trying to get me to tell you all. Okay. Antarctica, Operation High Jump, and Operation Dominic. Fishbowl. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Of our Lord hidden in plain sight. Oh, no, I can't give you a release date on it. I'm actually still going through a little issue with trying to set it up with the international, is that how you say it? Movie database thing. And I want to set it up on there, but it's going to be free. Like, I'm not selling it. And also I'm going to put a decent amount of promotion on it as well. It's really awesome though. It's so awesome. And you guys, it's real because it looks so fake. That is his best line. So everyone, I want to thank everybody. I'm going to cut off the stream. I want to thank everybody for spending your time here with me and chatting with me. Time is the most valuable resource. That's why the government wants us to work it all away. So I appreciate you sharing that with me. And you guys just leave me some comments. Let me know any topics that you guys want me to do a live stream on. Just give me some topics and stuff. You know what I mean? And I'll see if I know about them. I've done tons of research, so I try to be all well-rounded and know a lot about stuff. But I also have a part 2 coming out to those who are more for the Russian Revolution. And that's coming out. Know what I mean? So a couple people were asking me, so there's a little update with that. That's coming out. It's really hard to put that together. Sorry, guys. It's been a lot going on. I am trying to work with some naturopathic doctors, especially for my mom at the moment. I'm trying to get her scheduled in on stuff. So I've been meeting up with different doctors, taking off of work and driving to different states and seeing if I can get them to take a look at her situation. Because they're trying to put her on some medication that has a whole bunch of chances of blood clots and all this other nonsense. And they already had her on some kind of medication. Believe it or not, they don't, a lot of family members don't listen to me regarding my knowledge in the germ theory and virology and stuff that I study for like 10 hours a day, every day, obsessively for the past 3 years. And I find it amazing. I told someone about Dr. Carey Mullis being the inventor of the polymerase chain reaction test, the PCR test. And they said, he's just the inventor. What does that mean? And I'm like, I rest my case. I studied all this for nothing, you idiot. Studied it all to be able to share it and help people spread knowledge. You know what I mean? And kind of backfired on me. So it is what it is, though. But thank you all for joining. Oh, the beaver drop? Yeah, I did a short segment on that. All right. We can do a stream on that. All right, Schlominger, thank you. And thank you all for joining. Chilster, appreciate it. Powers and Kate, thank you so much. Appreciate it. And also, I need to make some people some, and Duke Nukem, Steven. Is that how you say it? Steven? I think Steven. I could say the Steven, but I've seen seen it both ways. But yeah, thank you all. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Scribbles, appreciate it. Yeah, you guys have a good weekend if you don't hear back from me. Grounding is great for blood, 100%. All right, everyone. Please stay sane. And like I said, feel free to reach out to me anytime. And yeah, I gotta make some people some moderators. I think on my next stream I will. So if non-extremists, if you don't mind, I appreciate that. A couple other people, maybe. Just let me know if you want to. Everybody have a great, great night. And I will see you all later.